Stop it! Stop it! Ripping out the goddamn lawn. Leave. Leave it. Hey, stop it. Fucking hell, 17 people. That's the most I've ever had. Might have to contact the Guinness World Record place. Hot diggity damn. Oh my, don't I feel delightful? And I always did depend on the kindness of strangers. Right, thank you very much. I worked myself real hard to learn how to lift up the piece of metal. Big boy, that's right, Caleb. Very powerful observational skills there, Caleb. You must have gone to Specsavers. Don't mind my dog, just having a good little sample. All you can eat buffet. How good's the endorphin release? Get you where you want to go, hey? It's only 18 kilos. I got these from the side of the road. As you can tell, the makeshift weights. I would go to a gym, down to 4. But everyone that left is really loyal. I'll go to the gym, but I can't talk to TikTok there. A lot of inspiration when I exercise. Like, when you get the dopamine release from the exercise, it makes the brain fire. So why would you be in a gym when you're surrounded by all these people? You can't be yourself, you know? Man needs his own space. You can't work in these conditions, huh? I'll take less equipment just for the privacy. You know what I love about weights? Is that no one else could take that away from you. You're the only person who can do that. You can't cheat. You can't get someone else to do your homework for you. Tell Jack I said g'day. I mean, even those people that take like drugs so they can exercise, they don't lose their personality, so it's like catch-22. It never lasts long, you know? Maybe you're in your early 20s, but the early 20s goes pretty quick, son. It's all about that sustainability. Hey, stop it. You wish, Joey. You wish you could have that satisfaction, but no. No, Joey. 18. Not everyone's a bitch. Some of us make sacrifices for the good for their country. People don't want to be around weak men, lazy men. So I make sacrifices and I work hard for the good of my community. Because I'm not selfish. A selfish person, just me. Not really. That's great, Joey. How many reps? How many sets? Yeah, but Jamie, it's all about legs to you anyway. No one wants a girl with big arms. That's... Just ask it. Thanks, Jamie. I'm here for your amusement. Ask me, Rosalind. Don't waste your time. Ask me if you can ask me. God. Some people, eh? Yeah, well, Jamie, I'll always be there for you to drop eggs, you know? I'll drop eggs. Let me up? What do you mean? I'm not as young as you. I'm a Gen Y. I'm not an internet person. I speak with full sentences. What do you mean into the box? What box? Jack Nicholson would appreciate it if he could have a nice steak and a belly rub and some ducks to look at. Mate, royalties, I get 200 views a video. What do they want? Goddamn 50, what do you call it? Balinese rupiah? I've actually made like 80 cents from TikTok. Yeah, but dogs need stimulation too. I think it's animal abuse to keep your dog stuck inside without walking it, without playing with it. So many people abuse their animals. Australia has the #1 amount of people per capita who donate their dogs to the RSPCA. Australians think, oh, it's so great to get a pet, and then they can't stand the responsibility and they just give it off. And then most of them get put down. Like Sapphire, she's from a pound. I saved her. Someone else couldn't handle it because they didn't have the guts. They were just weak, lazy, pathetic human beings. Well, guess what? I bet you, Jamie, that your dog would be have more inner peace if it didn't have you around 24/7. Because dogs want threats. They want to chase things. It's not natural for an animal to have no threats. It's boring. It's not loving your pet or your baby if you just smother them. You have to let them make mistakes. Be chased. Be hurt. Fall down. Like imagine a mother. Thanks, mate. I appreciate the chase. Imagine if a mother, every time their newborn infant is trying to walk for the first time, and he just like falls down, he's like, oh, I'll get you up. I'll get you up. You're stunting that your child's potential. Dude. It's like doing your kids' homework for them. Oh, I love my kids so much, I'll do the homework for them because they look stressed during the homework. Now what have you done? You've made your fucking kid never grow. And there's nothing worse than falling behind at school because then it's only a few concepts and then you fall behind. Once you fall behind, you're stuck for life. They may be a powerful mathematician, but they never know because they just... And their mum helped them with the homework one week. Yeah, well, that sounds gross. I'm sorry that happened to you, Grammy. But, most victims of abuse, they either end up exactly the same as their abuser or the total opposite. So just be careful, Jamie, that you don't adopt traits of your abuser. If your priest used to smother you and you hated it, how do you think the dog feels? Yeah, but it's an analogy. I didn't say that dogs don't have stronger bones. It's about what it represents, the idea of helicopter parenting your dog by smothering them, by being around them. you're making them miserable. Absolutely miserable. No dog, they're a wild beast. They don't want to be smothered by some female human being. They want to be out in the woods, chasing ducks, running away from bears, or dingoes, or Koreans. You want to argue with semantics now, small jacks. You're focusing on the particular wording as opposed to the overall message. That's a very, very common technique of people from the radical left-wing minded ideology, is that they try and focus so much on the small definitions of the wording as opposed to overall concepts. So, no one here is saying that walking a dog and raising a child is the same thing. It's simply just trying to help it sink in the minds of the viewers that just the idea of doing things for developing dependence. You can see they have the right intention, but overall, the ripple effect is way more negative overall, not just for the individual, but for society. Helicopter. Yeah, but the thing is, that's bad of you, Flower Power, and you should feel ashamed. And I think you need to hear that. You should feel ashamed, Flower Power. Adam or Eve or Adam and Steve? I can't stand all these people who are so obsessed with these sexual jokes. Because no one else is willing to do that. So if someone is putting their maternal instinct into smothering a dog, you're making the dog miserable, you're not passing on your maternal energy to a proper cause. There's millions of children who are unloved, and the children really appreciate love from a woman. They really enjoy that. And if you're focusing the energy on a child, on a dog, you're neglecting the real things. It's like someone who could be a powerful bridge engineer, but they end up playing Lego their whole life. They're literally in their own house, playing Lego, when they could be out there building real bridges. And social shaming is essential. When the government and the state are separate, social shaming keeps society together. Look at these people surrounded by half-wits talking about penises. I'm trying to talk about... I can't stand these fucking half-wits. You know what, this is a result... Yeah, does Baltimore bridges. Fuck yeah, that's a good callback. That's what happens. Is when all the good men are too busy playing Lego, they're left with these fucking half-wits to design bridges in Baltimore. Because everyone's like, I'm just putting my energy into fucking Lego. It's like all these women like, I just treat my dog like it's a baby, and all these kids just fucking cry themselves to sleep watching these American games on YouTube every night. Like, love me, daddy, love me, daddy, love me. That's what they're saying on their YouTube, crying themselves to sleep. All the women out there playing with their fucking dogs. They're putting goddamn ribbons on their little chihuahua, and there's little babies every night just like, I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely. And you just say like, my dog, stroke the fucking dog. Can I see how crazy that is? People can't handle the truth. They want to be just told lies. Like, lie to me, Chevy. Just fucking sit there and lie to me. That's all I want. All I want is for a good man to lie to me. That's how I get my rocks off. It's just the idea of deception. Deception and lies. Oh yeah, deception, lies, not being true to your heart, denying reality. Yeah, deny reality. Would you lie to me? It's not about what you like, Jamie, you like Jaeger. Guess what? You know what I really enjoy? I really enjoy garlic bread with melted camembert with a little bit of truffle oil, right? Doesn't mean I'm going to do that every day. Because what you enjoy and what's good for society is different things. I really enjoy talking to women in the early 20s and late teens, like 19, especially if they're attractive. I enjoy their energy. I enjoy their aura, their glow. But I don't do that because it's wrong. It's not good for anyone. That's alright. I appreciate the advice, Smock Jacks, but we have different goals. And I think it's pretty fun to exercise and talk on TikTok because you get the Yes sir, Smoke Jack. Tell me how to live, Smoke Jack. Tell me how to be a man. Tell me how to be a man. Please, inform me. Inform me of the correct ways to live, Smoke Jack. So, my point of that little spiel was to point out that this guy, what's going on, Xbox Zero, Smog Jacks, he's trying to act like he's all high and mighty, but he's done nothing to earn his credentials in this house. That's right, that's right. Mate, I look nothing like Ed Sheeran. Not even the same skin colour. I've got no problem with spiders, eh? No problems with spiders. Yeah, it's all the hair. It's all like the hair. You know, most people are such a basic bitch. If they see a haircut, it's all they can see. They can't see beneath the haircut. Just fucking basic bitches everywhere I go. He's fucking red-haired. He's chubby. He's like pure northern, like Scottish or Irish. That's there. He's like totally different. Totally different complexion. MB Den. I'm a Gen Y, which means I'm not like one of those complete internet people. I actually speak in full sentences. I have great respect for the English language. So you're gonna have to talk to me like one of those old school humans, you know? Gen Y, X, Boomers, Silent Generation, all talk the same till this newspeak. Hey brother, what up? How much I was fucking chilling with the boys in the backyard doing a bit of work, just trying to relax a little bit after a big day at the office, eh? Is that how you want me to speak? LMFAO. I was just lolling, and I was like, be right back in, and then I was like, don't ghost me, you know, go. Otherwise, I'm going to go acoustic on your peach. Is that how I should speak? Roger! Who framed Roger Rabbit? You know, I think it's really important for everyone to go on TikTok Live every now and then. Or not just TikTok Live, request anything. What is mewing, okay? I'm not that trendy. You mean like, oi, you ripped up my fucking lawn. Stop it. Get a hobby. Hey. I don't really like that. Okay, so, okay, get in the mode. Alright, so I'm a California kid. So, oh my god, lol. Hey, I was just dead naming someone because they were gaslighting me. They were trying to say that I wasn't hearing them, but then they weren't acknowledging that the white guilt that they have, and the fact, so because they're basically colonists, I was like, be right back, lol, because I really and where's your black square, you know? Because I was like just basking in my rainbow flag sweater, and I was taking my my breakfast, Xanax and Red Bull, and then I thought I would hang out with my besties and my loves, which is my dog, my vibrator, and my my bestie and my future generation. And then we got some Uber Eats and chilled and Netflixed together. Fuck, that was sad. Okay, what was the song request? Darling, what was the fucking song request? Now you got me thinking about it. 10 shoulder presses each arm. I did that yesterday. I did chest yesterday. Nick, I'm just doing 18 kilos, but I'm not here to try and impress anyone with my strength. Like, I'm past my peak. I'm 33, and I'm just doing it to help the endorphin release going so I can be more creative. I don't really care about how I look. I mean, I do, but it's not my main priority. Literally, just lifting weights, I can sit here, and it's just empowering. Flow state. One creative thought. Okay, guess what? Did you know that Titanic is a ship, and that everyone who was against the Federal Reserve, which is a private fiat currency system where you print out money from thin air, who was against that died on that ship. So everyone who was against the way of life we have today, the idea of printing out money on a loan, the idea you impress creditors with the credit history, it goes up in value, and then the price of goods goes down. That isn't everyone who was against that, which is based out of Israel, which is based from Zionist state, died in that ship, the Titanic. Isn't that fascinating? That the entire bro, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's not a conspiracy theory. Everyone who was against that, I look older than 33, you look like a goddamn teddy bear. I mean, you're trying to like give me an insult, but you haven't got the courage to put your face on a display picture. That tells me that you're on medication. That also tells me that you have no heart. I'm not talking to someone with no heart, because I like human beings. I'm not a robot. So you have a good day, sir. Oi! Stop it! Oh yeah, performance enhancers. Yeah, I'm actually really into fresh salmon and fluoride-free water, and macadamia nuts. Oh, secret bro. Macadamia nuts, that shit should be illegal, and walnuts. Not to mention, okay, one last performance enhancer. You put on a slow cooked meal before you go to bed. You wake up, you've got slow cooked meal ready to go. Stop it. You literally stress me out more than these goddamn TikTok people. Fuck's sake. I don't know what cereal is. I look older than 33. Who the fuck said that? This fucking dog. Bullshit. Dude, Jesus was 33 when he died. I look way hotter than Jesus. Can't see your profile. I hate this shit. Luke. Anyone named Luke? Oh, I literally feel like a lot of bile in my mouth now. Oh man, that's sore. No, I don't do any chemicals. I don't do creatine, protein powder, none of that shit. No chemicals, mate. No drugs. Only drug I have is 1 cup of coffee a day. No nicotine, no pot, no SSRIs, no anti-anxiety medication, none of those Chinese-made fucking powdery drinks. No, fucking fake people. Thoughts on them, Seawell? What are you talking about? What the hell is Seawell? Yeah, it does. It makes people's back pimply as shit. Yeah. So what's the big shock about that? Israel is strong. They are very strong. There's lots of money that they've made from fiat currency, from pushing this currency on the world. You have to have debt from their currency. Israel and the United States work together to force every single country to use their debt system. You have to use their private company to do anything. Russia doesn't want to use that company. North Korea doesn't want to use that company. Syria doesn't want to use that company. Libya doesn't want to use that company. It's different. You know what's also normal in foods? Heroin. Heroin's in poppy seeds. Doesn't mean you should go out fucking shooting up heroin because it's been processed. And also it's normal. It's also normal. Oh, I can't even be bothered, bro. Can't even be bothered anymore. I don't know who Mike Hawke is. Okay, hey, I think the truth. Be specific with the facts and how you feel about it. Separate them. First of all, you describe the facts and then you give your emotional description based on that fact. If you just have them in one, you lose credibility completely. I won't even entertain you as a worthy person of my time. You understand? I don't know who Thomas Seawell is. Daniel Boring. Then get the fuck off my page and don't ever come back. You understand? You have the power to leave. I don't ever want to see you here again. Get the fuck out of my page. See the reflexes? See the reflexes? It's like, you know what you should do? You should go to someone's house. I'm exercising in my backyard. Why don't you put a face mask on that brother? Put a fucking face mask on. Put 2 on. One on your eyes, one on your mouth. You know what you should do? You should go in someone's house, knock on their front door, and then be like, excuse me, I don't like how your garden. I'm not a fan of how you've structured the face of your house. It's like, well, tough titties, mate. Move on. This is my house, my rules. I'll do it as I want. You don't like someone's property or their art, you move along. You don't tell them to stop. It's like us in Australia going to Saudi Arabia and telling them, excuse me, I don't like your cultural customs here. You should act the way I view the world because I'm right and you should change because it suits me. It's like, well, Saudi Arabia can be Saudi Arabia and Australia can be Australia. You don't need to go over else and make everyone the same as you. That's cool. Come over for a cup of tea, mate. Neighbors, everybody needs good neighbors to be there for one another. Neighbors become good friends. Neighbors should be there for one another. Oh man, I'm so sore. What does people say? Stop yapping to work out. Yeah, man, I got some tea. Plenty of tea. Stop yapping to workouts. Don't tell me, don't know my real dad. I should write, creatine is most meats and protein, high products. Yeah, eat meat and protein. Why don't you take the synthesized version? Why can't you just be a man? Do what your ancestors did, eat a fucking cow. Stop eating all these goddamn powders in yourself. Pussy ass bitch. Do you believe socialist people? I believe they exist, but I believe they're going down a downward spiral. To be radically left just as bad as being radically right. Womp womp. Cool. As the expression goes, you have no heart if you're not left wing when you're young. You have no brains if you're not right wing when you're an adult. Bro's thinking he's him. Oh, I love these fucking Gen Zers with their short sentences. Just being like, Newspeak. Have you read 1984? Talk about Newspeak. In the dystopian version of the future, everyone's just like, just fucking speaking these really, really short sentences. Because if you can control people's vocabulary, you can control how they think. Because if words are getting shorter and shorter, sentences are, you can't think in these abstract terms anymore. You're gonna sit there and be like, Uber Eats, milkshake, pornography, video games, Uber Eats, SSRI medication, Uber Eats, pornography, and then you're not gonna care about anything else. Like, when you just constantly, fuck. It's called being healthy. Like, people used to have more hobbies. Now it's like everyone's literally like, hey, what do you do? Oh, well, I play video games. And I like music on Spotify, and I like to watch OnlyFans, and I take my like medication, and AIDS, and fucking BLM and LGBT and crypto. That's like the entire life. DoorDash, hell yeah, DoorDash. I actually have a fiance and a baby on the way, and I will admit that I have been brainwashed by the radical left-wing ideology, but I'm recovered. I'm a recovered lefty. Seed oils? That shit's for the dark arts, brother. Dark arts. I love how Lord Chaos is so intimidated by a man who, the personality and good looking and speaks his mind, he literally wants to have my brain sedated with petrol-based chemicals because he can't handle someone on his screen having a little bit of personality and a little bit of conviction together. He's like, well, man, you're different from me. I'm scared. I'm intimidated by someone different. Medicate him because he makes me look bad. He makes me look weak. He makes me look ugly. He makes me look like a coward. So I need him to be medicated so that no one would know how much of a pussy-ass bitch I am. It's literally a technique to rise the ranks. That's what snakes do, is they literally, if you just make all your competition makes you look the best, you know? That's what girls do. They literally just say stuff. Yeah, I know, but like, this is my work, and you told me to put a shirt on. That's literally like me going to your house and telling you how to live your life. Sapphire, stop fucking yawning in the goddamn grass! Fuck! Like, seriously. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I'm okay. How are you? Are you okay?
I just heard you yelling. It's my husband.
No, it's just because Sapphire was digging up the lawns, so I was trying to tell her off because I have to fix the lawns. My mum is from Newcastle in England, and that was the main area where the Vikings colonized. They did a lot of raping and pillaging, killed all the men and fucked all the women, and that's why people from around that area are a lot more sassy because they have a lot more rough because they've got a lot of DNA from the Finnish, from the Denmarkians, from the Swedish, and they used to be like the most solid of any man in the world in history. Yeah, it's only because you got such poor standards to compare to, Bhavana. Because you're from Sydney as well, no wonder. Yeah, Saxo, Anglo-Saxon. It's weird that TikTok didn't allow that. TikTok is so funny about their censorship. It's not about how someone looks physically, it's about overall package. It's about leadership, conviction. It's about symmetry. You're like a little kid. Saxo. Alright, it's just something to do while I'm on here. Like, was you more interested just to see me like sitting there like, okay, so tell me about the meaning of life. When was the first time you tried an apple? Like, is that really much better? Well, I can just let me be happy too. If I enjoy exercising or talking to you, then let sleeping dogs lie. Thanks, 80s drums. But just be careful with this happiness myth. Happiness is overrated. You want to see my pooch? What are you doing, Sapphire? What are you doing? Really good. Had a lot of changes happen at work lately, and I've just been feeling like heaps of confidence for some reason. I think it's because my fiance has been happy lately. She hasn't been a total bitch to me every day. I only said that because she's walking past. No, just because she seems like the atmosphere of the house is delightful because there's progress in the future, and I've got lots of things to look forward to in the future. It's a change of season as well. In Brisbane, it's starting to get cool, and the summer here has been brutal summer. Because Katya, she's Ukrainian, and in Ukraine, it doesn't get as hot as it does here. And I'm from Perth, so I can handle it. I'm fucking. Bro, well, we're in a tropical country, you know? It's our fault as Europeans live in a goddamn black man's world. You know what I mean? You made your bed, now you have to fucking lay in it. Simple as that. If you don't like it, we can go back to Western Europe, where they have all the monarchy and all these royal blood and all these old-fashioned class system. Yeah, well, what the hell are you complaining about? Okay, she's going to be my future wife, not a partner. And also, you can't judge someone simply by their nation. You don't know how long she's been here. Her dad's Russian, and her mum is... Okay, well that's fucked. I don't want to talk to you. How would you thrive in monarchy days? Well, I'd probably be like own a pub, or like a dishwasher, or like just working in a field, and I'd be practicing physical health, emotional health, and I'd try and be a valid part of my community, you know, like helping out grandmother and they need a table fixed, probably talking to some advice for teenagers and chatting to them, hearing about their problems in the community, and I'd probably have a really good relationship with my wife and look forward to having like a nice fish soup at the end of the day, cabbage soup, and have a big fireplace, lots of kids, read books, smoke tobacco pipe, you know, a lot of mindfulness activities. No, she's actually very educated, and these insults on Soviet people is actually really, really lowball. It's a lowball move, you know? It's like stereotypes saying you're Australian, oh, you must be on welfare then, are you an alcoholic? Like, are you a welfare person or an alcoholic? Well, is that what you like to be known as? So yeah, if I was in the monarchy days, I'd be happy as a slave. I'd be happy fucking chilling, you know, have some landowner tell me what to do. I would just rock up to work, just pick some wheat for 12 hours a day, come home, a beautiful blonde wife, you know, just like lots of kids, play a little ukulele, you know, and we can just like get excited, make some kingling, and then we just like say prayers over a nice cabbage soup with a little piece of fish in it. And then I'm just like feeling so healthy, no distractions. I'm not thinking about Industrial Revolution, I'm not thinking about crypto, no vaccines, no taxes. She makes twice as much money as me. She's in IT, I'm in social work. She works for an American company, I work for a non-for-profit, okay? She's definitely not with me for the money. Trust me. She could fucking have me killed. She's with me. Yeah, it's a shit hairline, but guess what? I don't give a fuck because I've got beautiful eyes and the gift of the silver tongue. How do I feel about the hairline? Every positive has a negative. Just because I've got a fucking big hairline, I don't give a fuck, hun. Because guess what? What's behind that is a high functioning machine. I don't give a shit. Look at Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's bald. Patrick Stewart. Fucking Vin Diesel. Sober from what? I told you I had coffee today. Coffee's a drug. What question is that, Ethan? Fucking Ethan. Did I ever say he's smart? I said he's respected. And he is smart. He has very, very extreme levels of communication skills. He has extreme interpersonal skills. Probably some of the best interpersonal skills I've ever seen in the world. Ever. Well, you do 8 times 10, which would be 80, minus 16. Which would be 64. 7 7's 49. Yes, sir, I am in Australia. I am in Australia. Yes, sir. First of all, I'm not single. Secondly, women aren't shallow. They don't care about bodies. They care about what's inside. They're not... They may think they want this magic Mike bullshit. They don't give a fuck about that. They want someone with good impulse control, networking skills, social skills. Are you loyal? Are you symmetrical? That's all that matters. My girlfriend doesn't give a shit. My fiance doesn't give a shit about my body. All she cares about is that I'm healthy. And working out is great for my mind. Yes, it is. I have very good impulse control. Because, well, not very good. Brim's still, yeah, symmetrical as in like, you don't want one eye like slightly above over here. Or like, you don't want to have like really strange features, you know, like nose, you know, or like Just the fact that I've got, like, if you look here versus look here, it's pretty identical. And that's usually a sign of absence from diseases. The more symmetrical you are, the more likely that you would have healthy offspring. Yeah, but bent nose from fighting is different because you can see that's from fighting. It's not like what you're born with. What was the other thing? Definition of self-control. So the animal instincts like violence, sexual urges, food urges, social impulses. If you have restraint on that, like let's say I have a colleague, female, young, early 20s, she flirts with me. No one else is around. I don't respond because even though I could, I have the desire to have that interaction, maybe let it blossom, but I don't because I have control over my emotional desires. I walk past, I smell some beautiful freshly fried chicken. I smell that chicken, I don't buy it because I have control of my emotional desire to satisfy my need. I go past the pub, I smell that smell of liquor. I don't do it because I understand that it's a social engineering technique to push that. Definitely on the gear? No, I'm not. At all. I actually don't like drugs. But this person is to push low vibrational activities. Is banned for life. Lord Chaos. He hasn't said anything interesting, so he never gets to talk to me again. Well, maybe you should get away with it by being really funny and really hardworking. You can be ugly as long as you're funny or a great personality. So impulse control is basically just like thinking about the winter. You know the reasons why there's cultural differences in different races is because of the main. I'm usually funny when I least expect it. I'm not even trying to. So people usually laugh just because I drop truth bombs in a unexpected location, catch people off guard. Now I'm not funny in the traditional sense, but just funny by the uncouthness and extraordinary nature of critical analysis. Thanks, Bazza. Appreciate your time, Bazza. You look like you love dogs. It's good to have that caring instinct, isn't it? Next time I want to see your kid in this display picture. So I'm not perfect. I have. It's a flaw as me as a man to have weak impulse control. I do get tempted by women, wine, and song. The idea of just hedonism, the pursuit of pleasure without any moral compass. I am in danger of that. I admit it. Wine is good. No, also is good. Just eating chocolate cake for breakfast every day. It's also really good to every single hot woman you see. Excuse me, are you single? Do you mind if we get together and make out in the movie theatre? Just because it's good doesn't mean you do it. It's also really good to go past Woolworths and see these chocolate bars, and every single time you see Woolworths, stop in, drive in, buy 2 crunchy bars, shove them in your fat face. Red wine's good for the heart. Maybe 1 glass of red wine twice a week. That's it. Anything else, you're lying to yourself. And why do you have to have high alcohol red wine? Why can't you have low level red wine alcohol? You can get low alcohol red wine that had same nutritional benefits. And I drink alcohol too. I just, what was the question, Andrew? Andrew, what was the question? Andre, what was the question? Come on. Come on, Andrew. Andrew. We're all waiting, Andrew. Andre. And you're from some South American country or European country? Oh, I bet he's going to have a complex about not being from a English nation. God save the Queen, a fascist regime. There is no future in England's dreaming. Philippines. Oh, ANZ, customer service skills, on point. Never had a bad experience with a Filipino phone operator. Excellent customer service skills. One time during COVID, I called up ANZ. People were working from home. There's a lady in the Philippines, friendly lady. And there was these fucking chickens making a hell of a racket in the background. She had like, I'm so sorry. She had to go deal with the chickens. No, I'm not that cultured. I have to admit, I did not do high school. I dropped out at year 7 and went straight to uni, so I missed out on a lot of education. So, Rhodesia, don't know what that is. I'm a proper dumb cunt sometimes. Yo, Black Circle, what's happening, Black Circle? I have like a super serious question. I'm renting a room. Da, how to show. Yes, good. Mate, I'm from Perth, Western Australia. Sandgrove out west. Yeah, shape you for president of his backyard. Fuck yeah, me and you, same house. Every day we'll work out together, we'll get up and have an avocado smoothie, we'll come home from work, we'll fucking read the Bible, we'll go out, we'll go chase some bitches, we'll get a vanilla milkshake, we'll go to the movies. Oh shit. I just got done. Someone reported my channel. Australia's a big country, mate. A big country. Can't really speak for the whole land. But right now, in Brisbane, which is in about the middle of the right-hand side on the coast, it's a goddamn mouldy shoebox. It's fucking wet. Wet. Saturated. We've been soaking for days. You love Canberra? You love Canberra? Who the hell loves Canberra? That's like the armpit of the goddamn nation. Nah, they've got great natural beauty there and very nice wages. And I'm sure it'll be great for networking because there's a lot of politicians' kids there, so you can get some dirt on them and blackmail them. Maybe fuck one of these rich kids and then say, guess what? Guess what? Here's a video of you. I'm 17. How about your dad says whatever I say, otherwise this gets out. His career's over. So much potential. So much opportunity for blackmail in Canberra. What do you want? Please, please, please. Please, please. That's a Beatles song. How about those protests in Canberra a couple of years ago? That was insane. I was so proud of my fellow Australians for getting involved, looking out for the mental health of the youth and the economic prospects of the future. So proud. In Canberra a couple of years back, there was this massive protest about the overzealous coronavirus restrictions on the Australian people. It wasn't against the vax, it was against the entire policies of the Australian federal government. You know, the root of all that is just the idea of someone prioritizing the comfortable nature of their job over what's right for the community and for society. They're like, well, I've got to put Timmy in a private school, and Martha needs the tyres replaced on the Mercedes Coupette soon. So if I just lie to the people and deny reality so I can keep my job as state premier, then the kids will keep going to private schools, and then they can have the connections and they can meet someone and then they can get a good job. Everything will be okay. It's like, that's why I don't like the idea of people worshipping money and power, because if you get to a position of power and people depend on you, then you have no moral compass, then you're literally willing to sell out your own people for this facade of financial security. Which makes no sense. What's the point of putting your kids in a private school if the whole country's lost their culture? It doesn't make any sense to be like, yeah, I went to a good school. But now there's like literally, what's a serious question? I bet it's going to be something stupid like, do you edge, bruh? Or like Kylie or Kim, you know? Or like, which flavoured prime do you like? You know, something ridiculous, some stupid Gen Z question like that. Fuck the question. This person's just wasting time. How's the weather in Australia? On the scene. Tell me something about yourself. Should you for president? Oh yeah. It was an old African colony like Australia. Where are you from? You know, I find it very insulting, the idea of giving someone one rose on TikTok, because it's like, what's that, like 1/5 of a cent? It's like disrespectful, taking the piss, you know? It's like if you were at, a waiter in a restaurant, someone, like if you want to give under 50 cents tip or $1, don't even bother. It's disrespectful, you know? Like, why would you waste someone's time? It's, you know? Well, I might go take the dog for a walk. Thank you very much for your company today, people. I feel like we've both grown from this experience. I'll never be the same person. You're all a bunch of fucking slaves, letting people push you around. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?